And welcome to Political Notebook, and we talk about the 3 hot political topics of the week with Wendy Schiller from Brown University. Bob Healey is in the race for the moderate party as the governor, so that'll be the 3rd candidate in the governor's race. You think he'll have an impact?
I do think he'll have an impact because the people who want to do a protest vote or not vote for Gina Raimondo or Alan Fung, they're going to go with him. He's a known quantity. The moderate party wants to stay alive and be on the ballot. They have an interest in making sure they get a minimum 5% of the vote. So I don't think he'll try to abolish the governorship, but I think they'll try to make the case that it's worth making a protest vote if people don't like the choices that they have in the Republican and Democratic primary.
Probably a sure bet that he'll get the 5%, but what do you think about him getting into double digits? I mean...
I think that's going to be tough. I think there's a loyal base that already voted for Alan Fung in the Republican primary, a loyal base that voted for Raimondo in the Democratic primary, and Rhode Island's got serious problems. I think people are going to want to make sure that somebody goes into the governorship with a solid win rather than having less than 40% like we've had last time.
The mayor's race of Providence is now set in that we know the Republicans Dan Harrop and the Democrats Jorge Elorza and the Independents Buddy Cianci. They sat down and had their first debate the other day, and it got a little feisty up there on stage.
Yeah, well, by all accounts, Elorza came out swinging, really sort of hammered home Buddy Cianci's past criminal record and tried to downplay his experience, tried to undercut that selling point that Cianci has. But Cianci's sharp, and he knows how to try to turn that around. I don't think he's been used to the kind of face-to-face criticism that Elorza's been used to in winning the primary over Solomon. So we'll see how they fare against each other going forward, who handles the criticism better. But Elorza can't just win by not being Buddy. He's got to present a vision for how he'll lead the city of Providence as mayor. And he should take a page, I think, from Taveras when he ran for mayor. You're young, you don't have that much experience, but you have a vision and you have energy. And I think that's the way he sells himself vis-a-vis Buddy.
We just saw a report come out this week regarding access to public records in Rhode Island, and one of the participants in the report says seems to be a culture of indifference or outright hostility to providing public records to the public. This is something that the state should take care of, don't you think?
Yeah, it's the people's government. We're a democracy. It's our government. I mean, state employees don't have the right to keep information that is otherwise should be available to the public secret or make it difficult to get the information. Why? If there's nothing going on that's bad or wrong, why not provide the information to the public when it's asked? I mean, I don't see any justification for this, and I think anybody who's an incumbent right now running who's sort of not presiding over an open government ought to change that pretty quickly before November.
Wendy Schiller, thank you very much. That's Political Notebook.